Hey everybody, welcome back to Vibin' with the Guzmans. So today I'm going to be making for a special somebody Mexican lasagna. This person has been asking for this ever since she first had it. She told me 4 years ago, and unfortunately I keep forgetting. So I figured since I'm going to be making it for her, why not film it in case you want to try it out. I do love this recipe because it is very budget friendly and you can literally just throw whatever you normally like, let's say on a taco, into the skillet, brown it up. Then we're going to be using these flour tortillas. I love the using the flour tortillas as the lasagna noodles because when you bake it, it comes out very nice and chewy. I've never tried it with corn tortillas, but I don't think it'll give that same mouth feel. So definitely go with the flour tortillas. I'm only going to be using about half of this ground beef here. I'm going to throw in some refried beans, salsa. I'm going to look and see if I have any sour cream because usually I do put sour cream in there, but I have a feeling I don't have it. But that's okay because we're going to use what we have and we're just going to go ahead and make this up. And I know she's going to love it. So follow along. Again, this is a budget friendly and quick recipe that you can throw together. As usual, whenever I'm ready to record, I'm just ready to go. And I don't have my tripod down here, but that's okay. We're just going to go ahead and move forward. All right, stay tuned. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get this ground beef into the frying pan. Let's see, I'm just doing this with one hand here. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and fry that up, get it all minced, and then we'll add our taco seasoning. I went onto the internet to see what could I use for, what could I use for a sour cream substitute. I do know that you can typically use, the plain Greek non-fat yogurt. I have done that before. I do like using the plain Greek non-fat yogurt because of the fact that it has protein in it. So it's a better alternative or healthier alternative versus regular sour cream. So I stumbled upon Pioneer Woman's website. She says you can actually use mayonnaise as well as a sour cream substitute. And I do have Hellman's mayonnaise on hand, which I do know has like a tanginess to it. So I'm going to go ahead and use that as my sour cream substitute today. So I'm just going to go ahead and brown this up and then add my seasonings, and then I'll be back to show you the rest of the stuff that I do here. The ground beef is getting to the consistency that I like it to be as far as, chopping it up. I have one of those meat chopper things, but I honestly just like using a spatula better. I feel like it gets it into the small pieces that I like it to be. And I just fold it over to mix it in so it can continue cooking, and I chop. Now, as you can see, because I'm using 90-10 ground beef, there's hardly any grease in this pot here. I'm not going to drain it because I want to not have it all dried out and stuff. And I do believe that when you buy the 90-10 or let's say a 93-7 ground beef, you are actually paying less, not only because of the fact that, like in my Sam's Club video, you can see there that they actually charge less at Sam's Club for the 90-10 versus the 80-20. But conventionally, 80-20 is the cheaper one, right? But think about it. You end up having a whole bunch of grease in the bottom of your pan. And what do? You pour it out. So you just threw out all of that grease. So I do believe that it is a better deal to just go with the 90-10, not only, health-wise, but also for your bottom dollar. All right, let's go ahead and continue letting this cook. All right, so now I know I didn't mention it, but while I had my meat cooking, I did preheat the oven to 350 degrees. I've been cooking the meat at, what would that be? Like, not medium, but a quarter, well, whatever. It's at 3. So I've been cooking it at a 3, And so now I'm going to go ahead and add my taco seasoning. I just liberally put that on. No measurements there. And I'm going to stir that in, and then I'm also going to add to it some salsa. You can just put as much as you want. I think that should be good there. Well, maybe just add some of this one too. All right, so we got our salsa in there. I'm going to mix that in, and then we're going to add our refried beans. So we just added our can of refried beans after we mixed up the mixture here. So I'm just going to chop this down, and then we're going to get this well incorporated. I can't even speak today. Well incorporated into our meat mixture. I want it to be where it's smooth and not obvious that we have beans in this. So I'm going to break this down, mix it all up, and then I'll show you the next steps. So I have my beans well incorporated, and you can see that it's pretty smooth in there. So the next thing I'm going to do is, normally I would add my sour cream, or if I had Greek yogurt, I would add it in here next. But we're going to go ahead and follow the Pioneer Woman's recommendation, and we're going to put in some mayonnaise. Don't you go anywhere. Okay. All right, so I went ahead and I added the mayonnaise, or if I was using sour cream, that would be sour cream. We're going to go ahead and mix that in. And if you like a little bit of extra spice, let's go ahead and add in some hot sauce. This is Crystal's hot sauce. I love using Crystal's hot sauce because it's not spicy. It's just a little bit vinegary, and it gives a little bit of tang that I like. So I'm going to go ahead and get that all mixed in. And we're almost finished, so hang on there and don't go anywhere. Here we go. So now the mayonnaise, or if it was sour cream, would be nicely incorporated into this mixture. So because friends don't let friends eat nasty food, I'm going to go ahead and taste this mixture just to make sure that the Pioneer Woman was correct about her, sour cream substitution. So let me go ahead and give this a little taste here. 1 second. Okay, it's definitely a winner right there. It tastes really good. I don't taste anything off by using the mayonnaise. It gives a creaminess like sour cream would to the meat mixture. So we're going to go ahead and now assemble our lasagna. So we're going to go ahead and start assembling our lasagna. And I forgot to mention it at the beginning of the video, but of course, I wash my hands. So you're going to see me touching the cheese and putting it on there and the tortillas, but my hands are clean. So what we're going to do is start off, I'm using a little measuring cup here. So I'm going to put this at the bottom, just like you would do a regular lasagna, right? So we're going to just spread just a thin amount on the bottom. You don't have to have this layer all thick and stuff. The next thing we're going to do is get our flour tortilla, put it on the bottom. Then we're going to put a layer of, you could do cheese first, then meat, or meat, then cheese. It doesn't really matter because once it cooks up, it's going to all melt into each other. So I normally put a layer of the tortilla, more meat, then a layer of cheese. So I'm going to show you that. Tortilla is in. Now I'm going to go ahead and put more meat in there. So this looks like it's going to be 1 cup. If you need an exact recipe, go on to craft.com, because I first heard of this Mexican lasagna from Kraft's website. And so I followed their recipe because I'm a person who needs to know recipe, measurements, etc. But after making it for my family and friends several times, now I just pretty much do my own thing for it. So here I'm just using a Great Value brand Fiesta cheese. Of course, you can use whatever cheese you want, and you can make this to your liking. If you don't want to use taco seasoning, You can use fajita seasoning. I've done that before. Or if you want to make your own seasoning and just do it however you wish, go ahead and do so. You can use black beans in here. I love the way that the beans help to stretch your your meat mixture. So we're gonna go ahead and add, look at that. You can see like the salsa in there. So we're gonna just layer it on, and do not move away from this shell here, people, okay? Because I'm telling you, it is really good. Give it a try. And if you do decide to give it a try, please go into the comment section. Of course, hit that like button and let everybody else know, what you think about it. My husband's not really one for like messy foods, and he likes it. It really does come out nice. I made it one time for a party during Christmas time. And, I get so nervous cooking for people because not everybody likes stuff, but they like this. So just give it a try. So I'm going to go ahead and finish with my layers, and then I'll show you what the finished product looks like before I put it in the oven. All right, so now we're ready to go into the oven. I left it off with, the cheese on top, and I'm going to cover it with a foil. In this small, I think it's an 8x8 pan, we have 4 tortillas, and then we're gonna put the foil on top because I don't want the cheese to get burnt or anything. I just want it to melt. So we're gonna put it in the oven, which is at 350 degrees for 20 minutes so that it can just combine, because everything is cooked. And then I will take it off and show you the final product. All right, everybody, so it is now 12:04. Took it out of the oven. It's been in there for about 20 minutes. So I just wanted to show that I did not tightly cover the Mexican lasagna here. I just loosely covered it in some foil. So let's go ahead and take this off. Be careful of any steam. And there you have it. Nothing but good old cheesy, delicious goodness. There you can see the layers on the side. So before you tear into this, I would just recommend that you let it sit for probably about 10 minutes so it can come together before cutting in. If you like content like this, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and join the Vibin' with the Guzman family. I pretty much would like to concentrate my channel on anything budget friendly, budget food, budget grocery shopping, budget travel, how to stretch your dollar. I'm really into stuff like that. So thank you so much. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you for the next video. Stay tuned.